Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. How do you say, I'm really, really desperate to get this budget passed, without saying, I'm really, really desperate to get this budget passed? Well, if you're John Swinney, what you say is, we're really, really desperate to get this budget passed, or we're going to end up with having to have an early election. And nobody wants that. Well, the SNP don't want it, Labour don't want it, the Tories probably don't want it, and the Greens definitely don't want it, because they know if there was an election, they'd be out and be replaced with reform. And so Swinney is begging on bended knees for somebody, anybody, to back his budget, even though everybody hates it. Personally, I think they should abandon it. They should have the election. If nothing else, it will help bankrupt the SNP. They can't afford an election. So the others there in Parliament or in Holyrood ought to realise this, ought to see that actually having an early election would be strategically fantastic. Tactically, it may seem wrong, but the strategic level, it would be the best idea. You would quite literally bankrupt the SNP into non-existence. Hey ho, get that out of the way, and Scotland has a chance of improving. But that's possibly and probably not going to happen. There's enough vested interests in keeping this whole circus ticking over for another 18 months. And yet, the Scottish people can't really afford for this to happen. They need change, and they need it now. So who's going to have the balls to say no? Well, it's not going to be the Greens. For all their posing, for all their saying, we're not going to back you, you know full well they are. But as it stands, I don't think it's quite enough. Ash Regan, she'll probably vote to push it through because she knows the moment she stops being an MSP, there is no more Alaba. Her party is gone and she's out in the cold, never to work for anyone again. She'll never be welcomed back into the SNP. And I think for everyone else, she's just a bit too toxic. So she'll have to go off and find a new career, doing something useful for once. And be nice, won't it? But it probably will get through. Who knows? Maybe the Lib Dems will swing it over the line. It's a shame. We'd like to see an early election, wouldn't we? Hey ho, never mind. Bye.